All right, today we're diving into Tony Robbins' powerhouse of a book, Unshakeable. We're going to break down his playbook for finding real financial peace of mind no matter how crazy the markets get. Let's do this.
So let's just start with a big question, one that gets right to the heart of it. What if you could turn on the news, see the stock market going completely haywire, and just feel nothing but calm? What if that knot in your stomach when you think about your retirement just disappeared? Seriously, what if you never had to fear the stock market ever again?
See, that's the goal. That's the whole idea. It's not about trying to magically avoid financial storms, because guess what? They're going to happen. It's about building a boat so strong and having a map so clear that you can sail right through them with total confidence. It's about becoming unshakable.
But before we can get there, we've got to face the biggest monster in the room head-on, and that is financial fear.
So what does being unshakable actually mean? Well, it's this deep-down, unwavering confidence. It's a calm right in the middle of the storm. It's not just about a number in your bank account, you know? It's a feeling, a state of mind. It's true peace.
And these fears, we've all felt them, right? It doesn't matter your age. Maybe you're a baby boomer thinking, oh man, I started way too late. Or you're a millennial feeling crushed under a mountain of debt. The whole financial world can just feel so confusing. And maybe the biggest fear of all, that little voice in your head that whispers, any move I make out of fear is going to be the wrong one. So, how do we conquer that fear? Well, we need a plan. We need a proven playbook. And that is exactly what we're talking about today.
And look, this is not just one guy's opinion. To build this playbook, Tony Robbins went out and interviewed over 50 of the world's greatest financial minds. We're talking legends like Ray Dalio and Jack Bogle. He basically took all their wisdom and distilled it into a simple step-by-step strategy that anyone can use.
And the result? Well, the heavy hitters definitely took notice. The CEO of Forbes, Steve Forbes himself, said, if there were a Pulitzer Prize for investment books, this one would win hands down. That's a pretty powerful stamp of approval.
And this quote from Ray Dalio, maybe the top hedge fund investor on the planet, really gets to the magic of the book. He said, Tony distills the concepts of the best investors in the world into practical lessons. And that's it. It takes the complex genius of billionaires and turns it into simple, actionable advice for the rest of us.
The path laid out in the book is actually incredibly simple. It's really just 3 big steps. First, you've got to learn the basic rules of the game. Second, you get the actual playbook with the specific strategies to use. And third, and you know what? This might be the most important part. You have to master the psychology of wealth.
If you are finding this video helpful, please make sure to hit that like button and share it with someone who this might help and be a benefit to their financial decision-makings. Your support means a lot to me and helps the channel grow, allowing the YouTube algorithm to show this content to a bigger crowd. More people can benefit from these ideas and hopefully improve their financial well-being.
So, let's jump into that first rule, taming the markets. This is all about the battle between our fear and what's actually real. I just love this cartoon because it puts things in perspective, doesn't it? The ups and downs of the market feel so dramatic and personal, but really they're just a normal part of the ride. The secret isn't avoiding the bumps in the road. It's learning how not to swerve and crash the car every time you hit one.
Robbins uses this incredible metaphor for this, the snake and the rope. Imagine you're walking down a dark path and you see a coiled shape. You scream, "It's a snake!" Your heart pounds, you run. But when you come back in the daylight, you see it was just a harmless piece of rope all along. That's exactly how we treat market crashes. Our fear turns them into this poisonous snake, when the reality is they're just a rope, a normal, predictable event you can prepare for and even take advantage of. Robbins uses this incredible metaphor for this, the snake and the rope. Imagine you're walking down a dark path and you see a coiled shape. You scream, "It's a snake!" Your heart pounds, you run. But when you come back in the daylight, you see it was just a harmless piece of rope all along. That's exactly how we treat market crashes. Our fear turns them into this poisonous snake, when the reality is they're just a rope, a normal, predictable event you can prepare for and even take advantage of. So just look at this number on the screen, 10 years. What in the world do you think that represents in your financial life?
Get ready for this. A tiny, seemingly insignificant 1% overpayment in fees, just 1%, can eat up a full decade of your retirement income. Think about that. It's the financial version of termites silently chewing away at the foundation of your house while you're asleep.
So, we've reframed how we see the market. We've put a spotlight on those sneaky, wealth-destroying fees. The final piece of the puzzle? Well, that battle takes place right between your ears. It's time to talk about mastering your inner game. You know, the legendary Benjamin Graham. This is the guy who mentored Warren Buffett, okay? He said it all with this one quote. The biggest thing standing in the way of our financial success isn't Wall Street. It's not the economy. It's us. It's our own emotions, our biases, our bad habits that make us buy high and sell low every single time.
To fight back against our own worst instincts, the Playbook gives us the core 4. These are the guiding principles of the world's best investors. First, and this is everything, don't lose money. Protect what you have. Second, look for what's called asymmetric risk-reward. It just means risk a little for the chance to gain a lot. Third, anticipate and diversify. You can't predict, so you have to prepare. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And fourth, and this is a lifelong rule, never ever stop learning.
And all of this brings us to the final destination. Let's pull all these pieces together and look at what the path to real, true freedom actually looks like.
Okay, let's nail this down. Here are your unshakable takeaways. Number 1, stay the course. Remember, market corrections are the rope, not the snake. Number 2, defeat the sharks. Hunt down those hidden fees and protect your retirement. Number 3, silence the enemy within. Get a handle on your emotions. And number 4, follow the playbook. Let those core 4 principles be your guide, your compass.
And this leads us to the book's final and maybe most important message. It's really a question for you, now that you have the tools to build financial wealth. What are you going to do to build your real wealth? Because money is just a tool. The real prize is living a life that's full of joy, purpose, and meaning. A life lived completely on your own terms.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Finance Puppy, and here's to a better financial tomorrow. Cheers!